All right, we got 26% battery left on this guy. Let's see if it works. Okay. Hi, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of The Lunch Break.
Get your bones in the dirt, dry them off and let them go.
Less time in between the last one and this one. Huh. This is lovely. Wonderful. A wonderful thing to be a part of. Do I have a story for you today? Give me 1 second. Let me think. Story. Oh. The title of the video, at least what I put for this project title for the audio is I Think I Got It. And quite frankly, I think I got it. And I'll explain that maybe towards the end of this, but I have found a new, or maybe I can do it right now. Let's do that right now. Why not? That's what you're here for, right? First, we're going to do the story. We're going to start with the story first, and then we'll go into how that's relevant. Back in high school and a little bit in college, actually for a lot of time in college, my brother and I would go to Boston for PAX East, the gaming convention, every single year. And it was my favorite place to be, hands down. This was, you know how people like sit and wait for like concert tickets, and they wait for them to like come out, like the Swifties for the Taylor Swift things, tickets, where they wait for the day that it comes out, and like you're just like you're sitting on the website like refreshing. This is what my brother and I would do for PAX, because we wanted the specific badges. We wanted the specific tickets. So for the Saturday and Sunday stuff, not Friday. We don't want Friday. We don't want Thursday. And we wanted Saturday. But we were on top of it. We were on email lists. We were I literally, months leading up to when we believed the tickets would go on sale, I would put the PAX East Twitter notifications on. I would make it so that every single thing that they tweeted, I would get a notification for, just like to make sure that we wouldn't miss it. I remember there was one time I was in class at university, at college, and I'm in the middle of a lecture, and I get a text message, and my brother goes, "Tickets are live." And I'm like, fuck. So I'm just like sitting there trying to pretend like I'm paying attention and just shifting over on tabs and just like purchasing. I stayed late in the class because the class was almost over at that point, but I was sitting there just like pulling out my credit card, sitting there like at the back of class, just trying to buy these tickets. But you know, it was always worth it because he and I both had a great time. I mean, I'm speaking for both of us, I guess, but it was always a lovely time that we had whenever we went there. The new games we got to experience and see, and just the culture and just the people. And I remember walking around, and it was like the first couple minutes we were there. And a bunch of people like try to do like a bunch of marketing tactics, you know, different booths and whatnot. And at the beginning, when we first walked in, there was a crew that was for some medieval game or something like that. I think it was just like a card game or something, like an online card game, like a Hearthstone or something. And they handed me a flag. And they're like, if you hoist this flag, and like all medieval speak, if you hoist this flag and one of our brethren finds you, you will receive a gift. And I was like, all right, cool. So I just stuck the thing in my backpack, and like had the flag like sticking out the back, and we just started walking around. And out of nowhere, this group of people just like bombards me and my brother. They're like, "Oh, we have found you!" And it's like, "Oh, cool. What's up? What do you do?" And they're like, and they just started saying, "Oh, this is great that you're supporting us and all that stuff. And please, out of our appreciation, take this mug." And they handcrafted this like medieval mug with their logo and stuff like that on it, and they handed it to me. And then we all took a picture and they posted it on their Twitter. And I was like, "This is great. This is why I'm here." Just a bunch of nerds and weirdos having a lovely time and not worrying about what anybody thinks, and then looking to the left and the right, and everybody's the same. It's just it's a great experience, and I'm thankful that actually my girlfriend bought me tickets to Gamescom last year, which, to be honest with you, Gamescom's pretty cool. It was huge. It was freaking huge. We'll be going back there again at some point. Absolutely. Just it's weird that like as you grow up and life kind of happens, time for those different things needs to be better allocated, which is something that I need to be doing better about. But the story, I think what I wanted to go with here, and the thing that came to mind was, during one of these times that we went to PAX, I had a great idea that I would want to make a video trying to search for Skate 4. Skate 3, as many of you may know if you play any skateboarding games, Skate 3 is like the pinnacle of skateboard games aside from Tony Hawk, like Tony Hawk's Pro Skater. Skate changed the game when it came to skateboarding games, because it was no longer like X to ollie and then square and over to kickflip or hard flip, or not hard flip, or heel flip. It was like you had to like move the joystick in a certain way to like to flick it as like and push down and up like for an ollie. It was cool. It was very innovative and a lot of fun. And so for the longest time, it was just they ended it on Skate 3. And Skate 3 was out for years, and they never released Skate 4. There was always like rumors about it potentially happening. So me being the awkward kid that I was, decided I'm going to go and pretend that I'm searching for Skate 4 throughout this entire convention. So I walked up to different game developers, different people that are doing marketing for God knows what, and was like, hey, do you want to be in my video? And some people were really cool about it. Other people were a little awkward about it. All in all, it turned out to be a great video. I remember there was this one woman that I was like, okay, so all you have to do is say this and like blah, blah, blah. And then I get up and I say my line and I get there and she doesn't say what I asked her to say. And I was like, okay, we're still rolling, so let me just figure this one out. So it worked out in the end. It was just, she just kept promoting her product, and I was like, thank you for the help, but like I get it at the same time, I understand, but like, come on. But there was also, I don't know if he follows me anymore, or I think we're connected on Instagram. I think that's about it. But I don't remember what his name is, but I know his gamer tag. It's the Red Point, and we actually met this dude like during this whole process. We went to one of the Twitch panels, and we continued like trying to like think about different people to work with and try to get this video created. And we were standing in line with this other dude. I think his name was Jordan. That's what it was. I think it was Jordan. And we were just like talking and whatever. And we find out that he's a Twitch streamer and that he does all this stuff. And he's been working with, he's making these, before like IRL live streamers were just using their phone and whatnot. He was creating a whole backpack that hosted a server that he could like promote Wi-Fi, like broadcast Wi-Fi from, that he could connect his camera and stuff like that, and computer to, and just do like remote streaming at the early days. And he ended up like selling it to the US Navy or something. Like he was a smart dude, and we just like got to know him. We were talking, and actually funny enough, every year since then that we went, I would message him and be like, hey, let's meet up. Hey, we got to see each other. And every single time we did, we'd find a way to meet up at some point, the awkward handshake. How are you been? What are you up to? What are you seeing? Blah, 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 blah. It was great. And that's what I loved about this place. But he was also a part of the video. We were like, oh, it's the Red Point. He's got like millions of followers and all this stuff. And and he was cool. He was a good sport about it. But I'm gonna link the video in the comments if you guys want to see some cringe me back in high school or college. I think it was like freshman or sophomore year in college, potentially too. I just had my brother record me the whole time. Like yeah. So there's that. It really wasn't like, I don't know how much of a story that was, but that's a little glimpse into a part of my life. But how it's relevant to the title of this video is I just actually recorded my first gaming video ever. I played Mini Motorways, and I just sat here for 20 minutes and just recorded it because I think I have a bit of a game plan when it comes to the next chapter of my life. And I'm going to leave it at that. I don't want to talk more into it because I have a tendency of saying things and not doing them, but I want to do it and then talk about it afterwards. But just know that it is me trying to build something within the gaming community. I wanna start working with gaming companies. I want to start working in that space because I think that I could do well there, and I think that I could get along with people. And the feelings that I had for that space at places like PAX or Gamescom, it's the feeling I want to have every single day when I go to work or I go to work on something. And that's what I'm starting to try to do. So I think I got it. I'm sick right now. I don't feel the greatest, but at the same time, I'm sitting down recording videos. That has to mean something, right? I think so. I don't know how long this video has been so far. It's only been 12 minutes. Okay, what time is it? 12:05. My ticket. Oh, actually, I gotta head out because the meter is running on the car, and I think it runs up in about 10 minutes. So, with that being said, this one's a bit of a short one today. Thank you so much for watching. Appreciate you being here, and yeah, watch the other video. Watch me at PAX. I hope it's still live. I think it's still live. I'll see. If not, I'll put it live for this, or I'll unlist it, and then you can watch it there. Yeah. So, anyways, thanks again for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Au revoir. Hasta la pasta. Hasta luego.
Get your bones in the dirt. Get those bones